You see, Rihanna did not cause Chris Brown to beat her down. She might have influenced it, but she didn't cause it, because he could have chosen to leave the key in the car, get out the car himself, and go home on a bus, because he's got free will. And I need to talk to some people here. You see, when God gives free will, he limits his omnipotence. And what he does, we call it theologically divine self-effacement. What he does is he limits his omnipotence so that he will allow you to choose even him. I wish I could preach that. If I were to get married again, I promise, and if I got a taste of omnipotence, I dare tell you she wouldn't choose nothing for me. As I was coming home, I'd send an omnipotent signal into her finite brain and say, cook this, and that. When I got home, it would be ready, and she, like a zombie, having moved in the power of my omnipotence, would have prepared my food exactly how I wanted it. Choose me? The devil is a liar. If I had omnipotence, it don't matter what time of night I got home, she would be in the negligee of my choice, waiting for me and moving like a zombie. If I had omnipotence, there would be no more headaches. They all would be banished to the lake of fire. I wish I could talk to some grown folk up in here. But what God does is he gives you the space to even choose him or not choose him. Now we use it against him. We use it against him because even though he limits his omnipotence, he does not limit his omniscience, which means he knows what you're going to choose before you choose it. And here's how you blame God. Since the Lord knew I was going to get in this trouble with this man, he should have never let me choose him. When your mama was God talking to you, when she said leave him alone, your friends told you leave him alone. Now when the man himself told you, baby, you don't want to deal with me, and you still went into it, I wish somebody'd help me. Now you got to live with the consequences because of the power who constituted who you are. I feel something pushing me now, Pat, but we're gonna work a little bit more. It's important now because theologically faith is constituted by God relating to it, and this now becomes a normative because now we're moving into what I call faith as identity coinciding. So now what faith is now is personal self-identity, because I can't have faith in God and not have faith in myself relating to God. If you believe that God has forgiven you, it's not ethereal. If you believe he has forgiven you, then you have to forgive yourself. There's absolutely no way to believe he has if you haven't forgiven yourself, because it's in your personal identity that you express the power of your God. I'm not humanist by any means, but I'm going to take it a little deeper. When you meet God for the first time, you have met yourself.